Most people don't really know what capitalism is. Most people don't even know what socialism is. But most people are not capitalists because they don't have capitalist money. They're not billionaires. Sometimes the label doesn't matter as much as just talking about policies. That's easier to understand. Do you think people should die because they can't afford insulin? Do you think that fossil fuel CEO should decide whether the planet gets set on fire? Me neither.
So in the Instagram Live, AOC makes a couple of specific points that are indisputable. And so in attacking her, Fox News is not going to attempt to dispute those. They're gonna get real creepy with it. Take a look at this.
AOC doing that, I don't feel that tingling pleasure. I want to gnaw at my hands. I want to pull my eyes out. I want to scream and run out of the room.
What if she ate a chicken bone? Would that make you feel a sensation?
It would stop her talking. It would stop her advocating the virtues of socialism. I mean, I know I didn't know about this. I thought when I first saw this video that she just had followed the Joe Biden thing and thought that really weird, creepy whisper thing that Biden sometimes does works really well as a means of communication. So well that she's trying it as well. I didn't know that it could be any bigger scene.
Did she steal this move from Biden, or do you think Biden stole it from her? Or do you think Biden has no idea what this means?
I think
I have no idea how someone like that is being paid millions of dollars to analyze politics live. So their thing is, we're not going to actually rebut any of AOC's points. We're not going to answer those questions about insulin or about the devastation of our climate or anything. We're going to debate whether she is whispering to be like Biden, because as we all know, Biden invented whispering back in 1963. It was a hot summer and it was a cool new way to communicate. Or if she's doing ASMR.
That's a true story.
Yeah, which is what his "I didn't feel the weird tingling pleasure" was. That's ostensibly why he said it. Also, the fact that when they come back from a live video of AOC, he talks about tingling pleasure and Jesse Waters talks about eating a bone. Those are just random things. They're not sexualizing her in a weird, creepy way or anything, Francesca. What do you think?
I mean, they've all saved that video. They're like, that is for later. But my question is, engage with the substance. Engage with what she says. What do you think about that, Jesse Waters? Are you a capitalist? How much money do you have? You know, like, because it is a good point. First of all, I don't know why she was whispering. I think it's a fun like device to be sort of. It's a comical device. It's a comedian, yeah. I could say it's a comical device. Or her boyfriend was asleep, which I also get, and just be like, hey. But it's a good point, right? Most people do throw around these terms and they don't actually know what it means. And truly, it doesn't actually mean all that much until you really put it into concrete terms like that. You know, yes, can we afford to have infinite growth on a finite planet the way capitalism says and just have endless GDP, even though GDP doesn't reflect any kind of quality of life and living? No, I don't believe in that. Call me anti-capitalist. I don't think I am. I still shop online, sadly, because it's the only way I feel the sadness from capitalism. I mean, that's how it works. I'm stuck in a sort of hamster wheel, you know? Yeah, but
yeah, exactly. Is that desirable? Is that possible? And look, they didn't address the specific claims about the price of insulin and those sorts of things because they don't want to. They know that there are people watching that are devastated by the price of their insulin. Republicans who are paying tons of money. They're there to distract Republicans from taking a long, serious, hard look at their economic state, their lot in life, and wondering why Republicans never address it, why they never try to solve it. So they don't address that. They also don't address the meta commentary about these labels. Most people, including every single host on Fox, has no idea what capitalism is or socialism is, or to the extent that they do, they lie about it. They understand, on some level, that America is a mix of freedoms and regulations. That is what it is. It's a spectrum. It's not two little boxes that you either are in one or you're in the other. What she's saying is that people care about the questions that affect their life specifics rather than just these labels. And they couldn't rebut that if they wanted to, and they don't even try. Now, briefly, I want to jump ahead to this because of all of the people to try to attack her on this, I'm gonna go to this Tim Pool tweet who says AOC should have Googled the definition of capitalist before making this video, but I hope the ASMR channel works for her. Again, have these people never heard of whispering? I think it's very weird, but maybe not, because this is the same Tim Pool who just a few days ago tweeted, I went to a diner with my girlfriend and was told it was a 20-minute wait. After only a few minutes, a couple walked in and was seated right away. I complained and left right away. I don't tolerate bull S, and I don't tolerate people who think I should care when they do. The dude has never heard of reservations. He's never heard that, like, maybe they were there a few minutes ago. They put their name down, they went outside to make a phone call or something. This is the guy that's gonna be critiquing her ability to talk about political ideology and political economy? I don't think so. Anyway.
And sadly, like, explain yourself, Tim Pool. How's capitalism working out for you, right? And mostly, do you believe in free competition? Well, we don't really have that right now because we have an incredible amount of conglomerates. Amazon just buys MGM, no big deal. We have, an insane system that is like feeding on corporate handouts. Government handouts, right? Like all of the amount of subsidies that we give to fossil fuel industries, to big agriculture, all that kind of stuff. What do you mean by capitalism? Usually it's all in this like, whoa, the invisible hand of the market. And when Milton Friedman was a sucker, okay? And none of that has panned out. And all of it has just meant you work longer hours for less pay. What you want to do with that? That's exploitation. That's capitalist exploitation. That's how it's working out for 99% of Americans. So I love when people are like, I am a capitalist. Yeah. In your little petri dish of libertarianism where everything works out, in your little Sim City, but like in the real world, it doesn't work out.
Yeah, they say they're pro-capitalist. All they are is they're pro-establishment. They are pro the ones who are currently winning through a combination of things we associate with capitalism and things we associate with socialism. Subsidies in some cases, freedoms of regulations in others. They're doing fine right now, and I would very much like them to continue doing fine. You can call it whatever you want, and they do. They call it pro-capitalist. It ain't capitalist. It's pro-status quo. That's all it is.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.